Welcome back to making Oogie Boogie Part 5. Oh my god, I can't believe there's 5 parts to this already. So, the skirt was pretty much done outside of the hook and eye closure, but it wasn't long enough in a sense. So I decided to add these little patchworky fabric ruffles. And so I did one that's similar to the fabric I used, and then this is just like a weird burlap looking fabric that I had and decided to make it work. And so for the cape and hood, I'm using this pattern here. I'm going to go with this portion only of pattern D, which is just the capelet and the squared off hood. And so I'm using the same fabric as the skirt, but this old pair of pants for the lining. And this is actually the capelet portion here for front and back. And they do require a lining, but I didn't have fabric that would work, so I just essentially cut 2 more pieces of the front and back pieces and sandwiched them together. So got everything all pinned up, 2 pieces of the hood there, and just kind of sewed it as it was, which worked. My bobbin thread and my main thread ended up switched on a few of them because I didn't follow the pattern instructions properly. They wanted the lining to be attached separately from the main body, but oh well. So I did not film anything of me stitching all this decorative stitching on the skirt. It was just taking so long to get it done, but I figured, okay, I got a little bit left on the waistband, so I'll show you that clip. Because I was doing this at night on my couch for the last couple of nights, so I'm like, nope, I can't be bothered to set up the filming station for that, so I'll just do it on my bed. And I did this, I think, Sunday night. So, yeah, I think by the time I went to bed, it was like almost 2 in the morning. I just kept going and got it done. Do I regret it? Only a little, but it's done, so yay. But I also have to do this for the hood and capelet, so semi worth it, honestly. So this is actually the portion of me pinning now the back pieces together, and then the front pieces I thought I was going to be able to sew together, but forgot. They have to go on the back piece, so I can't attach them yet. I was trying to do 2 steps ahead and realized I can't do that. It's fine. I got it all done. And my thread decided to snap. So you get to watch me struggle to rethread my machine. This is actually less annoying when it happens versus the bobbin running out, which I think that actually happens in this video. I think my bobbin runs out of thread at one point. Was it this one or was it my White Rabbit costume? I forgot now. Everything's so blended together that I don't remember what happened where. This is, okay, yeah, this is pinning the front pieces to the back piece now. So I have nice little shoulder seams. I don't iron them down later, but they do get the decorative stitching. I probably didn't need to do as much stitching for this, but I felt like it just worked for the character of Oogie Boogie as a burlap sack. So, I don't mind. I did the same thing for the Sally dress, and honestly, the little stitching makes sense. Oh. There it is. It was this video. I ran out of bobbin thread. And it was going well at one point, and then it got all tangled, so I had to essentially do it by hand instead of from the little spool of thread. So that was fun. And once again, a bunch of different camera angles, so eventually I'll find the system that works right, but oh well. Test fit. I'm actually not certain how the hood's going to attach to all this yet, because I haven't done that part yet. That's literally all that's left for this costume, outside of making little buggy pins, is attaching the hood to the capelet. I think I have to pleat it, because it seems so much bigger than the capelet itself. A little happy dance. And just more pinning. Oh, and that's the bias tape. It got a little itchy up on the top of the collar, so I decided to just throw on some extra bias tape I had, and it also helps for when I put the hood on too. It has something to like hold on to, because this is like a muslin linen fabric. There's not a lot of structure. And just sewing it all down. And the hood lining. So when I cut these out, I didn't pin them down, so I was just kind of like holding them down with weights and hoping that I cut them evenly. A little off, but nothing a little trim can't hurt. The dots were actually kind of easy to pin once I figured out exactly where they needed to be. It wasn't too bad. Sewing it down was fun because I was like, one side didn't want to match the other way, and I'm like, wait, it has to be reversed, I think. They got sewn down. It's fine. And just pinning the two pieces together. So the decorative stitching did not go on the darts at all, just the seam lines, which was very fun trying to turn the hood around just to do that. But it's done. I didn't show any of that video footage, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't film any of that. But I did have to make another tea bath for them because the color was not anywhere near as dark as I wanted it. And I didn't color the hood fabric, so 2 jumbo pots of tea, fabric, and some coffee. So I should have one more video for Oogie Boogie, and it should be done. Which, yay, because his costume is due on the 3rd of October. Why do I do this to myself? Have a good night.